you. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the launch of an education series on digitizing Indian auto retail. And this is led by Google in partnership with FADA and ASDC. This is, in fact, the first of its kind partnership to transform the auto industry through the power of digital. This is a three-session series that we're starting today to help you build a profitable dealership. Top product experts from Google will be helping you through this journey to understand how an automotive purchase.
With millennials forming more than 50% of India's population, India has the youngest labor market today. In the second graph, you can also see how the middle class is growing rapidly with the middle income shift. Lastly, rural is driving growth, and not just in internet consumption, but also by way of GDP growth. If we look at autos specifically, on an average, 40 to 45% of sales is from non-metros. We see the exact same trends even on searches on Google search. So friends, Indian consumers are not only mobile first today, they're increasingly becoming video first. The internet video viewing population in India is expected to be about 500 million plus by the end of this year, that's end of 2020. YouTube has already reached more than 325 million adults in India in May 2020. And that's almost 83% of the online adult population. Before we go further in the next section, let's take a fun quiz. Follow the instructions on the screen, please. With this context, now let's move on to the next section to get deeper insights on the auto buyer's purchase journey. Until a few years ago, a very typical behavior for an auto buyer was to get to know about a new car launch, either through TV or through a newspaper. And then they would perhaps visit an auto expo or just go to the dealership directly. This has dramatically changed with digitization. Today, the first connect of your auto buyer is online. Almost all new auto buyers have either a phone or a laptop and online access to information about the vehicle they prefer. Let's take a look at this slide. This depicts a typical consumer journey of an auto buyer. There are on an average 23 touch points, both online as well as offline. But of these 23 touch points, 20 touch points are digital. This is already being witnessed and endorsed by market leaders in the automotive industry. The power of mobile and internet means that today's consumers can get exactly what they want instantly and effortlessly. And as a result, there are three prominent behavioral shifts in buyers in the digital age. One, they are more curious. Two, they are extremely demanding. And third, they are more impatient than ever before. So therefore, for marketers, this implies that these consumers are tough to reach and even tougher to please. And a brand's ability to leverage data to anticipate these consumer needs will define its ability to grow. Now let's look at some interesting data points from our latest report. That's the Auto Gear Shift report. Auto Gear Shift report is a global report done by Google to provide insights into the purchase journey of auto buyers. We recently launched an India 2020 version with Kantar as our on-ground research partner. This report covers four-wheelers, two-wheelers, and used vehicles, as well as segments like sedan, SUV, bikes, scooters, etc. Also, for this particular report, we surveyed respondents across 17 cities, which covered Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 cities. So let's look at the first data point. 9 out of 10 auto buyers stated that they come online. That is from the initial motivation to buy a vehicle till the final purchase. And this is true not only for a two-wheeler buyer, but also for a four-wheeler buyer, irrespective of which part of the country they come from. Additionally, while they use multiple online and offline resources, a majority of these auto buyers even start their research online. This is 59% in the case of four-wheeler buyers and 45% in the case of two-wheeler buyers. Now let's take a deeper look and understand what are these resources that they are referring to. The auto buyers today rely more on digital resources than offline resources. Some of the top online resources preferred are search engines, online videos, and dealer websites. For any offline information, they usually consult with, say, a family or friend or a colleague or visit a dealer. But please note, consumers expect every digital experience to be tailored just for them, and they expect brands to understand that intent. The next slide is probably even more relevant for you. Even dealer discoverability happens online. 7 out of 10 four-wheeler buyers or 1 in 2 two-wheeler buyers research for their dealers online. And this is done either through a search engine or through a dealer website or a brand website. Before the auto buyer even walks into your dealer showroom, they look for a lot of specific information online. And this could be around price, contact details of the dealer, promotional offers, and so on. After finishing the research, 1 out of 3 two-wheeler buyers and 1 out of 4 four-wheeler buyers took an action. This meant they either walked into a dealer showroom or called the dealer directly. Only 10% of the auto buyers actually fill an online lead form today. All of this highly digital behavior has also resulted in a very short window of influence in the entire purchase journey. As you can see on the screen, almost 95% of auto buyers make a purchase within 2 months. 50% of them actually take a decision in less than 2 weeks. Time for a fun quiz again. If you remember in the earlier part of my presentation, I spoke about the growing influence of online videos. As per our Auto Gear Shift report, YouTube has emerged as the number 2 preferred search engine. 7 out of 10 auto buyers stated that they prefer to use YouTube in their purchase journey. And this number and this influence was even higher in the case of Tier 2 auto buyers. So what do these auto buyers do after they use online videos? 9 out of 10 auto buyers said that they took one follow-up action triggered by what was shown in the video. Almost half of them actually requested for either a price quote or tried to locate a dealer or schedule a test drive, amongst many other actions. As I conclude, I would like you to take some time to read some of these quotes, which are statements from our industry leaders who have endorsed the value of digital. This is being seen across India and across different auto segments and brands. To summarize my presentation, I would like to leave you with three thoughts or three questions. One, do you fully understand the needs and expectations of your digital auto buyer? Number two, are you able to predict how this impacts your business? And thirdly, are you ready and agile to customize and personalize reach and communications? With this, I would like to now hand over to Vibhuti, who's going to help you understand how to connect with this digital first auto buyer. Thank you.
Thank you, Niharika, for walking us through an automotive buyer's journey. With this context, none of us can deny the importance of digital marketing in improving customer experiences. So let's move ahead and understand how do we connect with this digital first buyer. We have a four-pronged strategy to help you win this audience. Start by understanding what your prospective buyers are searching for. We all saw earlier that 20 out of 23 touchpoints are digital. So it is important to create digital storefronts to attract your prospective buyers during their research phase. Engage with them during their journey to drive your business goals. And finally, learn what's working for you by measuring the metrics that matter. We'll be covering how to understand your audience, which tools can help you, or what reports you can ask your agency for. And we'll follow up with rest of the sections in upcoming sessions. To understand your prospective buyers, first identify what they are looking for. Google Trends can help you monitor latest industry trends, compare your brand's demand with others, and identify what are the popular and trending searches. Once you know what your audience is looking for, you should also understand who has a better likelihood of purchasing your vehicle. With Google Analytics audience reporting, you can identify who have a higher chance to purchase. You can work with your agency to prices and finalizing their dealers. In this moment, the buyers are closest to finalizing their purchase. While it is important to be present on all three stages, we strongly recommend you to maintain 100% presence in ready to buy moments. Before we proceed further, let's again go back to the quiz that will help us understand your business. Please follow the instructions on the screen to log in. We would now want to understand how we can drive higher business impact. We have used Kantar's study across more than 50 multimedia campaigns to compare print with online display, a visual online marketing format. We noticed that online display drove a same level of incremental brand impact as print advertising at one-third cost. We have seen similar proof points across different OEMs during our experiments. To name a few, it is Ford, Renault, and Volkswagen, and you can see the impact on your screens. Marketers can drive a greater impact by using an optimal mix of print advertising along with the online display strategies. The Kantar study suggests this to be in a 65:35 ratio. You can further improve your efficiency by avoiding loss of your buyer to the competition. When a prospective buyer visits a third-party website instead of your own, there is a probability of losing that customer to the competition. This is also evident through better lead-to-sale ratios of our solutions compared to third-party leads. Engage with your customers directly by using our solutions across various platforms: Search, YouTube, Google Maps, and Google Display Network, among many more, each of which has more than 1 billion user base. We'll be covering more on how to build such a strategy based on your business goal in our upcoming sessions. Let's ensure we are present across all digital touchpoints to engage with our buyer. And let's get our dealership to customers. We can use hyperlocal marketing to reach people in your vicinity with personalized messages instead of the spray and pray approach of traditional mediums. This will help you amplify your customer experience, improve your sales at a reduced cost. We'll also help you plan how to ease your product or offer discovery. More to come on hyperlocal marketing and how you can get started with it in our next session. I would like to leave you with three important points. Show up your customers' research online. Let's be present during the moments that matter. Speed up. Provide a seamless experience to your customers by extending offline experiences to online. Wise up. Drive profitability by understanding an optimal media mix. With this, we come to the end of today's session. We would now like to open the floor for questions. Feel free to ask your queries through the chat box. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. So I'm just answering questions right now. I'm seeing the chat box and I'm answering questions. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I would like to call Vibhuti now on to answer few more questions that you guys might.
Hey everyone, thanks for sending in your questions. I'm reading the questions, I'm answering the questions, I'm done with the questions, and I will now call upon whoever was that from ACDC, John Savi organization, and yeah, thank you everyone. So you'll switch the feed, right? The speaker doesn't close the camera or anything, right?
Thank you, Google team, for such an insightful session today. I'm sure it helped us understand the changing customer behavior. I would like to take a minute to also cover some of the key takeaways from today's session. First up, we learned that out of 10 people researching online and heavily relying on Google search and YouTube. Third, we saw that digital marketing also seems to be more efficient than traditional mediums which have been in use so far, especially with 1 in 3 people following it up with an action. And finally, we should follow the 4-pronged strategy to drive profitability. It was great to know how we can drive customers better to use solutions like Google Trends, GMB Insights, and Google Analytics. In the next session, we do plan to cover how you can get started on creating your digital storefronts, a fundamental requirement for hyperlocal marketing. Hope this was well worth your time, and we look forward to seeing you all on December 17th. Till then, have a great day. Thank you.